Hey, Bryce Tubbs here. Today, let's talk about how to grow your accounting or bookkeeping firm utilizing mechanical leverage. So, a lot of people, when they're starting their business, they have really no understanding of growth, right? Most of the time, they're thinking of like, how can they either post on maybe like a Facebook, post on like a Instagram, and like, how can they post to get their name out there? And they're using it in a way where it's like, you do one activity and then like, 10, 20, 30 people see it, right? However, the problem with that is they have not put in the time to go and build an audience with which their message is going to resonate with. So the reason why this is a little bit different, right? Because sometimes you'll see people like making like YouTube videos, for example, like me, right? You'll see me posting videos. Now it's a little bit different because this is more of like a B to C. It's like a business to like someone who's just getting into business or thinking about getting into business, right? There's a lot more people like that. Versus when you're talking to business owners, the number of people that are going to be interested in accounting and bookkeeping are going to be a lot smaller. It's going to be a little bit different. So your message needs to be very, very, very honed in on the right person. So the way that you go and you develop your message is by speaking to a lot of individuals. Versus like me, I know there's a lot of individuals looking for how to grow a business, how to grow an accounting firm, how to grow XYZ, how to grow this. That's one reason why you never see me like posting on behalf of my accounting firms, because it's not really needed. Instead, we do a couple different things. Number one is learning how to go and leverage social media to be able to go and build relationships with business owners that can afford to pay the money, right? So generally for us, we like utilizing LinkedIn is the main platform. The reason why is because I can actually go and segment a list based on who I actually think has the highest probability of wanting to work for me. Generally, it's a certain company size, it's a certain company type, it's how many employees or contractors they have in place. Do they have either an accountant or a bookkeeper or CPA or CFO in place? If they don't, then I can go and move in really, really quickly. And it just makes it very easy for me to be able to leverage that, right? Because there's a way that you can utilize LinkedIn. You can like turn on like a special feature on it that allows you to use LinkedIn more of like a database rather than just like a social media network, right? So that way you can actually go and grow the business really fast. Now, another way you can use leverage is by looking at like partnerships, right? So we love partnerships inside of our program. We just love partnerships. So the easiest way to go and get to $10,000 per month. Oftentimes, like if you see like a student like they got to like 10 grand per month, probably about like 75% of the times because they had like 1 to 2 partnerships that just gave them a really large, 1 to 2 clients, right? And just very simple. Um, Now, the way that we like to use leverage with that is about cloning. Okay. So let me even give you a story about cloning. So whenever you have something that works, whether it's like, you found a client via, let's say like your hairstylist sent you a client. Okay, now I need to be thinking about how can I get 2 hairstylists to send me a client? Or how can I get the same hairstylist to send me a second client? How can I keep multiplying by a factor of 2, 4, 6, 8? Just keep multiplying this number out so I can grow my business to the size that I want. Now, in a lot of cases, like you might not need 4, 5, 6 different referral partners, to be honest with you. It might be like 1 to 3 really good ones. And then maybe you have like, 4 or 5 that, are just kind of there, and maybe they'll give you like 1 client per year or not, right? But it's really 1 to 3 really, really, really strong partners that give you the bulk of your income. It's like the 80-20 rule. It's very similar to like if you ever watch this YouTube channel, right? One thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take a look at all the best videos, like all the highest performing videos, as far as like the ones that have either gotten the most views, have gotten the most interested views, have gotten the most comments, have gotten the best feedback. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually revamp them. So I'm going to go do a second version of them or a third version of them and talk about like the new information I've learned within the past XYZ time since the last time I filmed it, right? Now, what does that do? It makes it actually easier for me to go and either double the channel or double the number of people that are interested in my stuff, because you just keep putting out more and more of what works and less of what doesn't. And over time, you start honing into your audience. It just grows and grows and grows. The same thing with your business. You want to find the partners. Like, what type of partner is it? Like, maybe for example, it's a lawyer. Maybe it's like a high net worth divorce lawyer. And whenever the person, goes to the divorce, maybe the one of the spouse was doing the accounting or bookkeeping, and now they've moved. So now they need someone to either do the bookkeeping, or maybe they need someone to do basically like a cleanup whenever someone gets divorced, just kind of see like both sides, like where's the money, how much money is where, and etc. And they just start sending you clients. Okay, cool. So how can we go and either get a larger firm that does the exact same thing that might have more lawyers that can send you more and more referrals? Or does that lawyer have other lawyer friends that do the exact same thing? How can we clone that so that we can get more work with less output, less work, less struggle, less output, less everything. Okay. We can put in one unit of activity and get 3, 4, 5 times the results. That's more of what you're thinking whenever you're thinking about leverage inside of your business. Now, once you start doing that, you're going to be able to grow a lot faster. Like, for example, who's a good example of this? Oh yeah, Iman's a good example that, she was able to go from about $4,500 a month to about $12,000 per month, right? The way she did it was by getting 3 referral partners. Now, one referral partner is giving her a lot of money per month, right? And this is like a lot of money. Like, I believe it was like one is doing about like 7 grand a month, right? Another one is set to at the end of this month pay her about 3 grand with the clients that have been brought in. The other one's supposed to bring in probably about like 2,000. So in total, she's gonna go from probably about 12 grand to probably about, what is that, 3 + 2 + 5, so $17,000 per month by the end of this month, right? So she started at 4,500 at the end of like November, and then December 31st, she was at about 12 grand. And then about end of January, she should be, if nothing else changes, $17,000 per month. That's not counting cleanups. It's like per month and monthly recurring revenue, right? But she didn't do it by like working 20 times harder. If I would have heard those numbers going from 4,500 to $17,000 back when I first started in 2015, I would have thought that she would have gotten like 1,000 clients, because I was just so outside of my control. Instead, she just learned how to go and get partners that can afford to send higher quality people her way, that can afford to pay her more money. And then once you're able to do that, you just grow your business so much faster. It's a lot more effortless, and you can focus more on just doing really great work rather than having to just focus on like the marketing. And that's where everything kind of shifts and everything kind of moves really, really quickly. So hopefully you learned something inside this video. If you want some help growing your business, maybe you don't know exactly what you need to do in order to go get to that next level. You hear us throwing numbers around like someone got to 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand per month, but it either feels like it's out of reach for you, or just it's possible. It's not really within your control to get there in a short period of time, but you want to change that. You're ready to move forward, you're ready to get some help, you're ready to go and grow your business and reach those goals so that you can have more time with your family. You'll be able to put more away for your college funds. You can be able to have more savings in the bank. You don't have to ever worry about money or even think about money again. Click on the link inside the description below, book a call with me, see if I can help you out. Now, our mentorship program is not for everyone. Not everyone's going to qualify for this. It does take a very specific person who's ready to go and put in the work. The work is a lot easier than probably what you're doing now, to be honest with you. If you're like posting on social media, you're probably doing a lot more work than what a lot of our students in the program are. It's just we have work that's more effective and more efficient. So if you want to go and grow your business in the most effective and efficient way, you want to know exactly what you need to do, go ahead and click on the link inside the description below. Book a call with me, see if it's a good fit. If it is, we'll talk pricing, we'll talk numbers, we'll talk everything you need to do to get started. You get started on the call, you schedule an onboarding call, and then we're off to the races. If that's you, I will see you in the call. If you're not ready yet, that's okay too. I'll see you inside the next video. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.